What's up everyone, it's Nick with Naturally Driven Fitness. I'm here in my training studio and I keep seeing people doing stretching wrong. What do I mean by that? Should you use a band before you run? Should you foam roll before you run? There are two different types of stretching, static, dynamic. What do you do? Watch this video, we're gonna break it down and tell you the best forms of stretching for the right scenario to maximize your results. So to start, the two forms of stretching are static stretching and dynamic. All this means is dynamic, meaning that we're going to move. Things like walking lunges, butt kicks, things like that, where you're not doing this kind of thing. This is static stretching, where you just sit and you're stretching the muscle, but we're not moving the joint, all right? Both these forms are good forms of stretching, but we need to put them in the right scenario to maximize our results for performance, to prevent injury, okay? All right guys, so scenario number one, I'm gonna go for a run, and before the run I need to get loosened up. So what type of stretching would be the best for that? So the best type of stretching before an activity is going to actually be dynamic stretching. Like I said, things like butt kicks, jumping jacks, lunges, things like that. Getting your hips loosened up, your arms ready, you can do arm circles, all right? Things like that. You're moving your body, you're moving the joint. That's dynamic. That's gonna be the best type of form to warm up the muscles, to get everything ready before your run. Now you might say to yourself, but Nick, I've always done this static stretching before my run. That's what my coaches have taught me in high school, and that's what I've seen before, that's what I know. Well, studies have shown, and I have personal experience, that doing this static stretching where we just touch our toes for 10, 20 seconds, maybe do it again, that's static. These type of stretches before the run can actually bring up your chance, increase your chance of injury, okay? I have experience with this just because before my last 5K a few months ago, I was being stupid and my hamstrings feel tight, let me do some static before the race. Well, during the race I felt fine, but after I felt that my hamstring was pulled a little bit. Now moving on to scenario two, all right? I just got finished with my run, I wanna stretch out so I recover better and I'll prevent injury still and feel a lot looser the next day, right? It helps recovery if we're loose. So then your best option would be static stretching. Things like I've already shown you, this would be static. You could hold something and we can stretch our quad, all right? This is stretching the quad, the front here. You can do your toe touches, getting your hamstrings. This would be good after your cardio session's already done, your run, okay? Then you're gonna say, well, what about the foam rolling and the band here? What's the best to use? So foam rolling is gonna be more of a dynamic thing, okay? Yes, you can do it before your workout and after, okay? So the type of things that you can do with this is roll on your back, your hips, and just loosen things up. If you got knots in your back, you can roll through your back, and it feels pretty good, okay? You can do things like that, and this. We can turn on our side and get our lats. We can go into our legs, all right? The hamstrings. We can go into our calf like this, all right? It's like a massage for your muscles, all right? You can do this before and after, and it just kind of helps break up the knots and have you feel better so you can recover faster after your workouts. Moving on to the band. I like this band. I use this for my legs a lot so I can stretch my hamstrings, right? So why do I like the band? You put your foot in it. I'm gonna lay down and show you. All right, this makes it a lot easier. If you don't have a band like this, you can use a towel, but it just is gonna help me increase the stretch. So I'm gonna lay back, I'm gonna keep my knees straight, and I'm gonna pull back, and I'm gonna get a big stretch of my hamstring. Remember, this is static stretching my hamstring, and this is a great stretch after you're done with your workout. So I really like this too for the upper body even. Helps stretch out my chest. If you're always working at a job on a keyboard, you're gonna have this posture. So this is great. So I can just take this and open myself up and come back and get a big stretch, all right? All right guys, well that concludes our stretching video. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned when you should do static stretching versus dynamic stretching, and how and why these things can benefit you. Also the different stretching modalities, right? We have the foam roller, we have the bands for stretching our legs and upper body. I hope this video helped you, and if you learned something from it, please share it to someone else that could benefit from this video so they can maximize their results and prevent injury. This is Nick with Natural Gym Fitness here in Palm Harbor, Florida. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.